What is up, YouTube? Welcome to Pick, Ban, Win, or Get Outdrafted episode number 3. Now, I usually don't start these series videos with any talking or an intro, but the reason I'm doing it for this one is because obviously Setsuka has made I won't say a big shift in the meta, but there's definitely been some adjustments that you've had to make as a player when you're fighting versus Setsuka comps that have a lot of evasion. And so I have 3 teams here, as you can see, and I'm just going to quickly go over some of the units that I've been using frequently in my streams, where I'm actually able to, deal with Setsuka quite, I would say, comfortably. Now, I'm not going to waste any time. Mort is obviously very strong, right? Just on Destro or Speed, on Holy Sacrifice, this is going to be your best bet, right? Completely shutting off the counter attacking is going to be very, very helpful for, in this case. And if it sounds like I have a lisp, it's because I have my night guard on. I'm about to go to sleep. Guard Captain Kraus surprisingly has been working wonders because he obviously has defense penetration on his kit. He has Soul Burn from Thorn of the Blue Rose. He's really tanky, so he can eat a lot of hits, and he can cycle really quickly with Vigor. He can pair well with Conquer Lilius. He can pair well with Lone Wolf Peyra, or even just as a standalone DPS. He's very good because he doesn't need to hit to actually kill these evasion units. So he's very, very reliable, and I highly suggest you invest your gear into him. I've actually given him some, much nicer gear, like 203 flat, 124 flat, 32 defense. You can see I've kind of invested some high defense pieces. It won't be high gear score just because defense is not, weighed as highly, but this is not the best in the world, but I'm sure you can make a better one. Then, I don't know why it sent me back to the fucking menu, but going back to the team menu, Smilegate, fix your damn game. There's Lionheart Sermia, obviously. Now, I've actually been talking to some people. Some people have actually been switching over to Symbol of Unity on Lionheart Sermia and putting their Symbol of Unity and then putting it on Lifesteal so that you have some sustain while maintaining damage and then higher hit chance versus Setsuka. I personally am not a huge fan of that just because it makes her weaker in other matchups where there's dual attacks, especially with the meta that's very centric, focused around Conquer Lilius comps. So I run this comp or run this Lionheart. It works wonders. DDR obviously is going to be amazing because he's going to be a Guardian Ice Crystal or Cure All Magic Wand holder for your team, where he's going to be bulky, he can eat hits, he can land the sleeps to shut down all of the evasion, and obviously tempo and venom and stuff like that. So very, very good unit to have if you haven't had him built already. Now, for the second set, Seafan Neapolitus is going to be able to reduce the fighting spirit that the Setsuka is able to get. And whenever they play like Lone Wolf Peyra and also Setsuka, Sea Phantom Politis does have a little bit of value because it can kind of shut down both those characters as like a soft counter, stripping the Swift Boots, applying speed down, rage on your own team. Very, very high impact unit. So I do think people need to invest a little bit more, testing into Sea Phantom Politis, as I do as well. And then Elvira obviously is a force band sometimes if they have, multiple fighting spirit units, which happens from time to time, not super often, but any counter ER build on Elvira is going to work for you. Then Benimaru actually has been working a lot because a lot of people for some reason have been running like Conquer Lilius and New Kid Aiden together, and because Aiden's not able to get Vigor, Conquer Lilius has to press, right? So I've actually been slamming Benimaru into some of these like Conquer Lilius, Setsuka, Aiden comps. Now, mind you, you only get 50% hit chance, so it is kind of like a 50-50, but my odds so far have been pretty good, and they've actually been working. So I'm not gonna, complain too much, but just be wary of that. And then obviously speed build you have to cut, right? Shao tier is going to be very good. Pipette Lance, 260. You want to have her around 260, 270 so that you can, cut in front of some of the DPS and then just nuke, right? She's going to have 100% hit chance on S3, and she has her, damage limiting effects with stealth, so it's going to be very, very strong. She's been working wonders as well when you pair her with a cleanser like a DJB or Lone Wolf Peyra. Then the last set of units that I've been using is obviously Lone Wolf Peyra that I mentioned a few times on Uberius Tooth. This is going to be my bread and butter mostly because the fixed damage can go through any evasion like no issue. And then Along with fixed damage, obviously Bellion on 3F is going to be your best friend. Now, I wouldn't really advise running Bellion by themselves into like Setsuka Aiden. That sounds like a death sentence. But if you're able to stack like, Bellion plus Lone Opera and then even like a Lady of the Scales with abundance damage, then you're going to have like 2k fixed, Uberius, a soul burn, 3F damage. Then that's when the value is going to be very strong of these together, right? And one of them by itself is not going to be enough. So just keep that in mind. Kieran obviously is very good because once he gets to 100 fighting spirit, he's going to have a 100% hit chance on S3, or not 100% hit chance rather, but he is going to be able to get the fixed damage through even if it doesn't hit. So it's very helpful because a lot of these squishy units are not going to have that much bulk. So it's very easy to kill them off quite quickly just off like 1 or 2 counters. And then last but not least, LPK is going to be another unit that we are using for increased hit chance. And I have her on Symbol of Unity. Actually, she's pretty good to counter like Lady of the Scales and also Setsuka in some ways. So I personally am not a huge fan of her. But usually when you pick her, she does get it's like a force ban because you're gonna basically kill off their units. So she is worth gearing. I just don't think you'd want to invest super high gear score into this unit just because her return on investment I think is not the highest, right? But hopefully you guys can maybe gear some of these units if you haven't actually thought about some of these characters. Maybe gear them up and give them a try. Let me know how they work in the comments. But anyways, we'll be getting into the video with some of the matches. So like, comment, and subscribe. So he goes Payra FCC in response to the Arunka on 1 with scales pre-banned. So obviously he could look to set up some kind of like Setsuka on 3 shenanigans, which is obviously going to be very annoying for me to deal with. Having that in mind, I do kind of want to look to play DJB on 3 to try to punish this FCC pick, if I can, right? That would be kind of most ideal in my opinion. So I'm gonna look to pick maybe like mitigation, maybe go with like a Carmen or an Ilanav. I'll opt to go for like Ilanav here, and then I'm gonna go DJB on 3. And then the DJB is going to get me guaranteed value to S2 off the FCC, right? Since there's barrier inversion confirmed, so I know the S2 has value into S3. So I'm guaranteeing myself tempo on 3 here versus this draft. Even if he takes the first turn, I don't care because I have Ronka, I have mid, I have immunity. I feel really safe here, even if he decides to go like Flan and stuff, right? So now I just have to basically find 2 picks to counter the 3-4 and then commit to banning last. What the fuck? What the fuck is this?
5 minutes later.
So it looks like he's positioning to ban top 2. Because you can't pen with Sage Ball versus this. And Ball can't one-shot this. What the fuck is this draft? What? I'm very confused. I'm extremely confused at the moment. What is going on? I am so confused right now. What is going on right now? What the fuck? I will go Bellion to deny soul burn, and then I will go cascade damage so I can S2 and control him, I guess? I don't know. I don't really like this pick here. But I kind of got mind control NTR mind broken by this guy. Like, what? Like, what is this? Huh. Yeah, I mean, like, damn. Yeah, I actually got mind control NTR'd. What the fuck? Because this is pen, so I know I can ban last, right? The pen can't break through this, and he can't kill this if he bans this. So... yeah. I mean, I guess this is summer photogenic, and he might try to just one-shot my DJB with Payra. Maybe?
Need someone to ride with?
Does it cut past Soulcon and DJB? I don't know. If it's 300, then maybe, but we'll have to see. Yeah, I think it's probably gonna cut past me, I think. He goes for the S1, misses the deep rig. So he's not summer photogenic, so my mitigation is actually gonna have value here. That's good.
In the blink of an eye.
Goes on Sharoon. Okay.
Be careful. I'll make this endless.
Goes for another hit. I just barely tank it, but I'm gonna die now. So it's gonna put the game into like a 3v3 pretty much. 'Cause I can kill this.
What awaits us. We will
What? What? I'm so confused. Yeah, I don't really know what's going on in this game. I would like to narrate this, but I honestly have no idea what he's doing. Like I'm legit just mind broken.
the power of the desert.
So I'm gonna S3 here because I need my Bellion to lock down these units, right? If my Bellion doesn't lock these units down, like I'm very fucked. Like I'm very fucked. So I have to lock down this Celine,
You're our victory.
otherwise I'm dead. If I don't lock down Celine, I'm gonna lose the game, 100%. I'm gonna S3. I do have some effectiveness. Considering that the Celine's 300 speed, I know it probably doesn't have ER, and based on how much damage it had on Gap. Okay. So I tagged the FCC as well. That's amazing. And now he can go for the S2, but it only strips 2, right? It strips 2 buffs. So I can get a counter here potentially. Nice, I got the counter. Celine's gonna die. FCC mitigates a lot of the damage, but it's fine. He has Rampage here, so I don't want to S1 this in case I miss. I get like no value, right? Or less value versus just hitting this, right? Since there's no evasion, so I'll go on that. Oh, I even do dual attack. That's huge. Okay, nice. Another counter maybe? Nope.
Can you keep up with me?
So he's gonna S1. So now I have to identify like what's my win condition, right? Like I don't really care about this. He can't pen me anymore, right? It's either this or this, right? Obviously, I have to work the mitigation first because I can't really kill Peyra when she has evasion and she has FCC mid. It's just kind of hard, right? So she is about to lose Rampage, which is going to make my life a little bit easier, I would say. I'm definitely going to Soulburn S1 to try to stick some debuffs on this FCC if possible. Let's see if I do. I did. Speed down. Not really that good for me. Look to maybe stun this with S1. No stun, unfortunate. Don't think he can tag me. So if he throws this back, he potentially risks another counter from me, right? And then I get more 3F damage. So he has to hold. Makes sense. Okay.
No reason to hold back.
He's one turn off S3, but it does pen, so it shouldn't do too much here. Peyra's at 5k HP now, so I need to dump all my hits into her since she's low enough, and the FCC barrier is always going to go on herself. I'm going to invert the barrier since FCC has it. And that kills her, and I don't want to S3 since this gives me mitigation for 30%. S1 Peyra, maybe dual attack. Nope, don't get it. S1 this again, since we don't care about ball. He's not at lose condition, and since Peyra's gonna die to 3F, we soul burn, and the game's over. Yep. That was a really weird 4-pick. I mean, even though I got mind control NTR mind broken, like, the game still worked out, so that's good. Alright, so we're gonna see Arunka and Lady of the Scales get pre-banned by the right side, so it kind of makes my life a little bit easier. It kind of just, turns back the clocks, one might say, right? We're gonna basically play one meta behind. So he goes for Peyra opening here. Obviously, I have to be worried about stuff like Setsuka and stuff, which can be a little bit annoying, but I do want to play relatively neutral in my draft, just because I don't want to give too much away. So I'm gonna maybe pick up mitigation here, go for like a Ilanav. Feels pretty neutral to me because it's Aureus, and then I can go Luna here as well, since I'm a little bit scared of maybe some kind of Setsuka coming out, which I'm probably going to do. I think I'm gonna go Luna most likely,
You don't deserve
and I'll play my slower Luna. What's your thoughts on Setsuka and what do you build on her? You can do my Setsuka builds in my Discord if you need it. So it goes Arya hand guy. So he's playing a little bit more flex. Okay. Arya hand guy, and I'm second pick, so I'm a little bit disadvantaged. So at this spot in the draft, I need to pick 2 units that can deal with the top 4 or top 3 units, right? And then what are those units? I'm thinking like Shu would be pretty good here. Right? Because it's single target, I wouldn't really have to worry. I don't have to rely on any soul burns because there's Arya, right? I'm gonna go Shu here.
I know.
And then I'm gonna go Shu. I already have Ilana for mid. Let me think. Maybe I go DDR as well. I go Shu DDR here.
Life or death. Pick your poison.
Now I do have two, so this one's Queen's Whistle, and then this one is going to be on Guardian Ice. So I'm going to go with the Guardian Ice one because I can get more like survivability for my team, right? Like Guardian Ice Crystal gives me tempo, gives me S3. Like obviously I'm not going to be tagging this, right? But the fact that I can sleep the Payra, I can sleep the Hanga, I can strip the immunity, strip the attack buff, strip the barriers, give myself tempo, and you know, it just overall helps a lot. And it puts a lot of pressure because now he cannot just look to ban top, right? If I pick a useless unit here, he can ban mid, he can ban last, and puts me at a disadvantage. At least here, I feel like, you know, I have all the injury control versus this kind of, you know, tanky comp, and he has no mitigation. So I feel like it's, you know, pretty okay. The likelihood of him playing like ER Payra, ER Hand Guy, very low. Very, very low, right? So he actually speeds up with Litica, which is a bit surprising. Obviously, these two could be thrown at the Blue Rose, so he could have enough souls to Soul Run Litica. So that's something you have to be wary of if there's like two warriors that can use those artifacts. He goes Knockwall. Knockwall Litica 4-5. Knockwall Litica 4-5. I mean, Laya should be an Insta Force, I think. I mean, honestly, even LRK is not bad, right? LRK can cover the knockwall, so then we're gonna trade bans, right? I'm not gonna ban the Litica because he doesn't really have much follow-up for the Litica to actually have value, right? He only can resource reduce my Shu, which is already zero focus at the start of the game. So who gives a fuck, right? Like, I don't give a fuck about it. And if it's a Guiding Light, it's not really gonna be that big of a problem. So we're just gonna ban out the knockwall, which is the most problematic unit here. We trade the bans, and now we play the game out from here. I'm going to release my imprint on DDR because I want to make sure that I have as much bulk as possible. And it should be okay. It should be okay. Obviously, my DDR and stuff can get pushed back. It'll be very annoying, but he's Sweet Miracle Payra 25k, so that's something to be mindful of. When we're thinking about like win conditions and lose conditions, right? If he's not on Uberius Tooth, you know, as the game prolongs, he doesn't have that Uberius win con at like Rampage 4, Rampage 5, and onwards. So that's something that you want to take a mental note of, right? He goes S2, doesn't tag my Elna because I have ER on it, and it's Guiding Light, so that's totally fine. He doesn't land the bind, so I can't ignore ER. Let's see, he tags me. He does tag my DDR and push it back, unfortunately, but I don't think it's going to matter too much. S2 is going to do a lot of damage. Oh wait, no, never mind, because I have Illinav, right? So here, I'm going to try to break the skill null. I'm definitely going to go into Arya, because Arya is really the only scary threat, you could say. Like, I don't really worry about Hand Guy. Hand Guy S2 doesn't do anything versus Illinav, right? And neither does Arya. I mean, this guy's draft is just... He's definitely playing from behind, I would say. S2 gets off. Beautiful. I'm going to go for S3 onto Arya, since the more injury I do onto her, the better, so that she does less damage, since her S3 does scale with HP. So she goes for the Soul Burn, which tells me it's probably Thorn of the Blue Rose. Oh, it's Prey of Solitude, so he just got enough from his skills, that's fine. Hand Guy's 31k, he's rushing my DDR down. Now I can't break this barrier, right? So I could just look to S3, but Hand Guy's waiting to hold his S3, right? I want Hand Guy to press S3, right? The sooner he presses S3, the better, because DDR is going to have value here, right? So I'm going to S2, right? Like I mentioned in draft, like Hand Guy, Litica, Payra, they're not going to have ER, right? So I don't expect them to resist me. And there you go, you can see that we landed. Unfortunately, we didn't get a seal on the Payra or the Litica, but you know, it is what it is, right? We still have Guardian Ice Crystal and DDR, so I still feel really comfortable here. I don't feel the pressure. Obviously, if it was plus 30, that would have been better, but you know, beggars can't be choosers, you know? So now, I don't want to burn because Arya costs double. Yeah, I'm just gonna S1 onto Litica since she's available now. If I can get her out of the game and put into a 3v4 situation, it'll make my life a little bit easier. Try to take out some of his tempo. Doesn't get the bleeds. I'm gonna S1 here. Maybe this does enough damage. Beautiful. Hand Guy has no S2, so he's just gonna have to S1 into DDR. I'm fine. I'm absolutely chilling. Absolutely chilling. The question is, do I S3 or S2?
It is my job.
Okay, so you see how Hand Guy S3s now? That gets me the value off the Luna S3 that I did earlier. Because he's buff stacking here, right? Which is pretty obvious. Now I'm gonna S3.
When this all runs its course.
Because now I can start landing injury onto this Hand Guy.
The damage be
And I mean, this game should just be over. I mean, I don't think this is not
You'll
winnable for
make an
him.
excellent
Right? It's not a winnable spot.
specimen.
Hand guy's not going to wake up now, so he can't get S2. So I need to make a mental note of that. If he's asleep, I don't hit him. Right? Otherwise, he gets barrier. It makes my life harder. Right? I'm going to go into Arya for splash.
Try and take it.
See if I do a hit. Beautiful. Love that.
Really?
Hand guy gets skipped. Beautiful. Now I get shoe value. I'm gonna go S3. Obviously, 5 focus shoe. You don't want to hit units that have a 20% evasion because my explosion damage won't proc. Right? He has no evasion, so I'm gonna go on that. Right? And he has a venom stack.
Cream pastry.
So I'm absolutely gonna go on the hand guy to get maximum value off the S3. I refresh my speed buff. I get the explosion damage off the venom. Very important, right? Now he's just like one hit off from death. And then once it turns into a 2v4, like, I mean, the game is basically over, right?
Time better spent elsewhere.
He has S3 again, he has souls, he's gonna burn it. This shouldn't kill DDR because it can't pen through Illunav enough, I think. Okay, it was just enough, unfortunate. Let's S1 on this, maybe we get another Venom stack, which we should. Beautiful. Now, I'm gonna go for the S2 onto the hand guy to make sure he dies so he can't refresh barriers. Beautiful. Beautiful. And now, because remember, like I said in the very beginning of this game, he is Sweet Miracle Payra, so he doesn't have the Uberia's win con versus me, right? So I don't really have to worry about her. I don't have to start throwing damage into her because she's 25k HP, right? Like, for what, right? It'd be a complete waste of my DPS. So I just work the Arya, and then once it gets into like a 1v2, 1v3, the game is pretty much sealed. And there's a surrender. Arunka. So, Luna reenact rebound with Arunka. I mean, I'm gonna go Payra.
Someone to ride with?
And then I'm gonna go Scales.
So you've chosen to defy a god.
We will go with Scales. So it goes for Tenebria and Politis. So he's playing aggro into me. Okay, he's playing aggro into me. That means I need to either decide to pick up the speed or I slow down here and play anti-debuff stuff. FCC would be pretty good, right? I can toss stuff back. FCC, and then I will go Lionheart Sirmia, right? Potential counter, dual attack, right? Lionheart's gonna have pretty good value here. I want to guarantee my mitigation on 3 because Rupture's a lot of damage, and so is Rocket Punch. So if I'm able to kind of try to mitigate all this damage with FCC, then it'll make my life a little bit easier.
The spiritual energy here.
Celine. Celine's probably summer photogenic. I'll pick Bellion. Yeah. I'll probably go Bellion here because I can shut down the soul burns, right? And then he's gonna feel inclined to ban. Wait, that's not Bellion. Wait, what the fuck did I pick?
Nice.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, I did not get the right pick. Okay, this is kind of fucked. Okay, we're not including this in the video. What the fuck did I do, bruh? Oh my god, that is not Valiant, man. What the fuck, man? Oh my god. Fuck my butt, dude. Literally just fuck my butt. I have a fucking 18k HP A Taiwan on my team, man. Like, what? Literally just fuck my butt.
This song was meant for us.
Oh, man.
To the right, then to the left.
Tywin the GOAT carry this man.
You still have
I don't know
time
about
to
that one, G.
submit.
Wait, do I bridge my Tywin? Wait, how wild is it gonna be if I win with a fucking ungeared A Tywin? Wait a minute, hold up, chat. Everyone shut the fuck up. Watch this. Watch this.
Your arm
We soul burn?
looks fine to me.
We defense break? Wait. Okay. Oh my god. I'm a
You
beast.
think you?
The fucking 18k entry anti-win.
Let my guard down. Just follow my lead.
Bro, what the fuck? Bro, fuck.
I will. No.
Wait, this is actually aura farming for real, for real. Oh my god.
Who chased Tora away?
This is going in the tuber for sure, dude.
Been a while. Hera?
Ready to ride?
Oh
I'ma
my
leave you biting the
god.
dust.
Yo, 8-Tile was a genius pick, I guess. What the
Your
hell?
attitude, how it
Oh
left
my
it.
god.
Kneel. You still have time to submit.
Fuck.
Huh.
This is some funny ass shit, man. This is some funny ass
Dare
shit.
show your
Oh
face.
man. This is some funny ass shit.
Assist me gladly.
Damn.
Ah!
That
My
is
baby
fucking
sister, no matter what.
trollio, dude.
First come,
Wow.
first serve.
I'm shocked.
I'll destroy you.
Oh my god.
This is a formidable opponent. Your defiance amounts to nothing.
I kind of want to make sure that she's just like controlled.
Did my warnings sound like
So he can just kill this, right? Is your Uberia's on? Is your pair on Uberia's? Yeah, it is.
were from you?
Okay. Goodbye, Scales. Yeah. He Sigurds.
No.
Okay. I need to control this pair now. I mean, Arunka.
I will honor
I think this is Noble Oath, no? It kind of feels like it's Noble Oath.
Pick a fight with me.
Take souls away from him. Yeah, this is definitely Noble Oath for sure.
How's Orte holding up?
Yeah, let's just work the Arunka
With me back
with the FCC for both, and then we're chilling.
You dare show your face? Ouch! As long as I'm holding this spear, I won't back down. Let my guard down.
Just don't let this fucker play, dude. The moment this guy gets defense buff and barrier up, I'm fucking sobbing, dude. So we do not want to let that happen. As much as possible, obviously. Might still happen, but hopefully
Just
not.
follow my lead.
S3.
I'll make sure you feel the pain of losing everyone you love.
I think Uberia should be able to do enough now. I think. Keyword is I think. Now I can burn.
Such arrogance.
This should finish.
It's not too late. To beg
I
for
hope.
your life.
Okay, nice. Now it's just Para Wincon versus Wall. And that, I feel like we're never gonna lose that, so we're chilling.
I'll destroy
GG, buddy. You did good, but I did better.
Screw off before I burn.
Been looking for me? I will honor their wishes.
Say bye.
Your arm looks fine to me.
GG. Get cooked.
Primed and ready.
Get fucking cooked.
Why don't you keep your crew in line first?
I mean, he should have just FF, but let's go. Holy.
I should be able to rest a little easier.
Oh my god.